Hi David, we've
Hi.
now got our lovely plants in the office and
Yeah.
you're here to do maintenance on them. So what is it that you do?
Yeah, okay, so every 3 weeks we come into the office. It's either me or one of my colleagues, and we come in, and this is pretty much what we carry with us. And the first thing we do is we look at the plant, see what it's just see its general demeanour, if you like, see
Yes.
what it's looking like.
What do you look for?
We just look to see if it looks healthy, and this one looks very healthy. And so that's the first thing we do. You know, healthy leaves, shiny leaves. It's pretty clean.
Yeah.
Some of them are very dirty and need a good old clean. Some of them need pruning. Some of them need the bad leaves taking off.
Okay.
So I'll just show you what we do. We always check. One of the biggest problems we have is overwatering. You know, what the office staff will say, "Oh, that looks a bit dry." We'll we better just water it to help the plant company out.
Yeah, I've been known to do that, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
It's,
And it's the biggest. It's the biggest killer of all. Ironically,
yeah, too much water.
Yeah, too much water, and the roots just get clogged up, and they can't breathe. They don't get the oxygen they need,
Yeah.
and they suffer. And the worst place to put a plant is by a water cooler, because
Oh,
people
right.
take their water and just tip it in there. They drink a bit and tip it in
Goodness. Of
So
course, yes.
there. So that's one of the things we look for. And it may be very dry on top, but that doesn't matter. What's important is under here, you know, where the roots are.
Yes.
That's the important bit. Okay, so we put a bit of water in if it needs water. So in this particular one, we have a special watering system that goes in there. That one. There we are. And we just, I'm going to show you this, and this is a different type. We'll just top water this one. And these ficuses need a lot of water. And in this water, during the whole of the spring and summer, we've got a special mix of fertiliser, liquid fertiliser, which is especially made for us. And it's also, we've done a lot of research on this to make sure that it doesn't, because office plants the water tends to leach out.
Okay.
So this is specially concocted, if you like, to combat that. Okay, so the watering's done. Then we'll clean the pot like this, like that, and then we'll get a different cloth. And now this cloth has got a special mix of leaf shine in it. Okay, and that's special. It doesn't overshine the leaves, but what it does is just helps with a bit of moisture. Leaves like to be moist.
And of course, in an office, a lot of dust gathers on the leaves, doesn't it? So this is not just for shine, but just to take all that dust off.
That's right. And what you can't do, you know, it's no good asking the people in the office to do it, because they've got other things to do. They've got more important things to do. You know, so that's where we come in, and we just, it's all little and often. That's the secret. You know, if we come in regularly and look after them regularly, it's the key to keeping them looking
I mean,
good.
taking dust off also keeps the plant healthy.
It does, yeah.
Great.
It does. And this one here, this ficus is slightly more difficult to do, so you've just got to put your hand at the back and clean like this. Like that. This one here is a bit big, it needs pruning, so I'm going to show you how to prune in another video. Insects, pests, thank you. Yes, forgot about that. So when we look at it, you see, I just take that for granted because you can tell.
Yes.
And normally we don't have much problem with pests. But in certain situations, if there's too much light, for example, that's a red spider mite is a problem.
Oh, right.
And there's other bugs and diseases. There's a nasty little weevil that eats away at the roots. we've got different ways of treating those, but everything we use is organic. It's perfectly safe to use in an office.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant. But as you say, if you come in regularly, then you can prevent the plants from having these problems.
Yeah.
So it's important that you do come in regularly.
Yeah, and our job is to make sure that the plant is looking superb for you, for the customer.
Well, these are two very beautiful plants, so thank you very much.
That's all right. Pleasure.